to the best of her ability to give them the like, and that's what drew me to that family. You know, doing the things the way she did it, I understood the legacy that she wanted to put out there, and that's cool. All I want everybody to understand is I knew my wife.
How long was that marriage?
The marriage was 26 years. We were together 29 and some change.
You don't get through 26 years of anything in this day and time unless you really love each other. And I say that because, one, there are some things in marriages today that people just run from.
Yeah.
And the first thing and the first person, they run to the lawyer before they run to a counselor.
That's right.
They run to a lawyer or friends before they run to the preacher.
That's right.
For counseling or anything. And 26, people don't stay in something that they're tired of. They stay in something that they're committed to. And so, you know, kudos, my brother, because let me tell you, this is my third time around, and I ain't got 26 under my belt, probably all of them put together. You know what I mean? Because you know, cause I know I can be reckoned with, you know. And hey, brother, I appreciate it, man, because that's just facts. It's true. Yeah. You know, and the one thing about it, the Bible says a man shall cleave to,
yes,
and a woman shall cleave to, not the in-laws, they become intertwined, one flesh. And I believe that was committed in the sense of one flesh.
Hold up.
Yes, sir.
We seen
yes,
that
sir.
Couples, therapy.
Mm-hmm. He's live on his page of format as well.
Couples,
so he's looking at something. But you know,
show you ain't right. Okay.
Well, you know,
let me tell you about, and it's called Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars.
I remember that.
So, let me see. Chris Chili by 147. Okay, that's cool. That's on my page, y'all.
Okay.
All right, since you're jumping out there, I'm going to go ahead and holler at you. All right, this is what it's about. First of all, I want to know how long you was married, first and foremost, all right?
That's what somebody on your...
Yeah, somebody on my page. All right, yeah. So what I would look at, before I even entertain people in reference to a marriage, I want to know if you've been through a situation of that type. That's the ground floor of this, right? So what me and Traci talk about is, I'm not going to entertain people who haven't been through this level of living, all right, in a marriage for decades, all right? That's one. So Marriage Boot Camp, how we got on there, let me tell you how we got on Marriage Boot Camp. We got on Marriage Boot Camp by way of they saying that I had an illegitimate child. All right. So the illegitimate child was a child who was hanging out with me at my favorite spot besides the cigar lounge or my clubhouse, Starbucks. So that child was my grandson. So there was my daughter from my first marriage, my grandson was hanging out with me at Starbucks, and we doing our venti hazelnut chais,
right,
with whip. So he got a little sugar in his system. He was young. I think he was 3.
Right.
And you know, he hype. He going through, blah, 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 he doing his thing. I'm letting him flow. So this young girl go on Twitter and say she see me in Starbucks with a child. So I'm with that child, which is my grandson from my, again, first marriage, my daughter.
Right.
And it went from there. So this story was put together, and I'm gonna kind of elaborate on this at another time, from an individual, or individuals with an S, that are still trying to drive this narrative or whatever. And one thing I want to say is this. Me and Traci laughed at this together. She called me up. I went to the office, and we had a conversation. The conversation consisted of, look, this is what's going on. But Marriage Boot Camp, which was on the same network they were on, want us to come on there because they saying you got a child on the side. Excuse my French. I said, fuck it. Let's do what we do.
Right.
Fuck it. If this is what they want, so be it.
Right.
And so I never forget, when the driver picked us up to take us to the airport to go to California to do the show, Traci was upset with me. Cause I was like, look, we gonna tell her like it is. Fuck all that. She was like, nah, we gonna go on there, we gonna do what we do, blah, blah, blah. We ain't gonna. I said, all right, I'm gonna roll with it, but I'm telling you. And so, of course, we got on there. One thing about those shows, they're gonna give you everything you want. If you want, I'm gonna teach my DC people. Yeah. If you want love boats, you might get some love boats. Disclaimer, I'm just throwing that out there. Weed or whatever. Yeah. I wanted Hennessy White. So, of course, at that time, you couldn't get it in the States. So I just think, I'm throwing out things just to catch it.
Yeah,
so
we'll get back to that Hennessy White.
Okay, we get back to that. Yeah. My point is, the show came off of somebody's, I see you, what you say? I see you, Miss Groovy. Yeah, you on point. So, I'm saying, it happened. And it happens in, relationships on different levels. All my married couples, man, y'all know what happens in relationships, man. So what I want people to understand is how you and that person that you're committed to embrace it and rumble with it. We rumble to the best of our abilities. Man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit up and say we did we made the right decisions. We did the best. We was on there. She talked about spending. She talked about this. I talked about that. We talked about all types of shit. And so with that, it was what it was. We were young. We were trying to figure out our way. We were still young in our marriage at the time. That was 2014, I want to say. Mm-hmm. So at that time, we was like 10, 12 years into our marriage, what have you, whatever. And so it happened, man. So I don't get upset with people with how they see or perceive things, because until you live in it, because most people that live in it don't speak on it like a lot of people do. They don't. They just
distance. They'll take it and put their own spin on it. And when they put their own spin on it, they'll put their spin on it with somebody else. Then somebody else is going to put their spin on it with this, that, and the other. And then before you know it, you got 5 or 6 different stories based off of one incident. None of them possibly are true, and every version has its own part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. Yeah. So again, Mr. Whoever with his name,
they gone now.
Yeah, probably, because I'm gonna tell you how I am. I invite you on the show. Come on live. I'll send you the link. Come on, show yourself, reveal yourself. It is what it is.
Right. And I'm open, y'all. And again, let me say this. I love people and meet people where they at. I really do. And all I'm gonna say is this: live in it, love on it, and believe in it when you're in a marriage. And that's just the bottom line. And protect it. I said something on a show that I was on some time ago. I said, we tend to sometimes let the wrong people in our space. And when we do that, that's our fault. So I don't have a problem with individuals, looking at things however they perceive it, because we all have a journey in life. And as God is my witness, and I know I'm sitting up here smoking and drinking, but I'm a God-fearing man. And I want y'all to understand something. If you do not recognize it at the level that it should be recognized, just work on you. Work on you. And don't come for me, because I lived it. And that's real.
Basically, shut the hell up.
That's what it is.
Man, speaking of that, we all of us got our vices.
Yes.
Things we go through in life. But you're aspiring something, and that's definitely a closer walk we got.
Yeah, man. Traci made me promise something, Chris. She made me promise something, bro. And this is what she made me promise. She made me promise, since people had conversations, but one conversation we had, keep giving back to the community the way we've done it. Give back. And I know why. You know, I had a contract, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this. I had a contract to go on the show. I was signed. I was supposed to go on the show. Hands down. And I got a call from the producer during my lodge meeting. You know, I sit outside the door so I can answer my phone. You know what I mean? So he called me from the lodge meeting. I was supposed to go to the particular shoot. And basically, he said it's a no-go, Captain. You know, they said that you know, they don't want you on the show. Well, my wife was never an executive producer. She was a co-producer. So I got to go with the execs of the show, and the producer have to also, and the network has to also.
Have you ever thought about you might have messed up their ratings?
Oh wow!
By telling the truth. I'm just saying.
Oh shit!
That's just my 2 cents, man.
Oh no, I ain't my guy. I want everybody to win, man. That's not my.
I get it.
That's not my aim, bro.
No.
Everybody gotta eat, man.
No, hear what I'm saying. Because you know, like you said, so they ain't want you on. And certain people probably ain't want you on because you know, not everybody want truth revealed.
Okay.
Truth holds power.
Well, I go back to this.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, curry. Tracy ain't know how to make no curry.
Right.
That was put out there, man.
Yeah.
Tracy, she ain't like no curry.
Yeah.
I mean, I love curry, right?
Yeah.
She ain't Tracy be like, I ain't
Somebody
making that
said
shit.
she can cook some curry, right?
Nah.
But like I said before I knew when Tracy talked about this. Oh, because we were talking about some greens. Because I told her, I make the better. No, Tracy said, no, you ain't gonna make no greens better than me.
I ain't had no greens yet. They could touch hers. I'm sorry. And Mom, don't charge with my heart. My mother, I don't want her to know that, but my baby made some of the best greens in the world. Man,
so look here, man. Jay Berg, I know you sitting up there looking bored, brother, but you know. I
was gonna ask him a question.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Come on, brother.
So going into the reality show world, right?
Uh-huh.
Were you concerned about the effects it would have on your marriage?
Yes. Yes, sir. Look, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of people don't survive it.
Whew.
A lot of people, they just don't survive because this is my take on that. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is just my perspective. I don't know if it's reality or what, but if you just getting into that world where you're like getting that limelight, that glory. See, we had done it already. We, you know, American Music Awards, Soul Train Awards. We had lived in a space, you know, shows. They toured with this person. So I had been around these different type of venues, and I knew where to fall back, where to, you know, say, hey, I understood what I was, the brand. It was a brand that I was connected to. And I knew that. Shit, Sherrod ain't a brand. You know, we got old redneck peoples, you know, they got Sherrads up here, right? But they were slave owners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that brand was a brand that I respect, that I understood. And as time, you know, went with it, I understood that, you know, hey, that's the star, that's the light. And you just compliment that. You know what I mean? So if you go into the reality world thinking you become the shit, you gonna become some shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what people miss sometimes in that. I understand, but the cameras will do it to you, brother. No bull. They'll make you feel like, hey man, shit, I have arrived. I got 20,000 followers and blah, blah, blah. But nah, we knew how to balance it, man. You know, when that car picked us up in front of our house and took us to the airport and they catered to us, we flying first class, we doing all this, we knew how to adjust to that. And that's what we talked about in our individual time. You know, we talked about, you know, move like this, move like that, understand this, understand that. Know when and know when not. I missed a lot of opportunities of taking pictures of people or being in pictures with people because I fell back, man. Because that was her stage. That wasn't my stage.
That's humility at its best.
Yeah, and that's real, bro. And to the day.
Yeah.
To the day. You know what I'm saying? When they said I couldn't be on that show, respect. Respect. I didn't agree with it, but I respected it.
if given an opportunity, would you go on?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
I got a question too.
Yes, sir.
Was reality?
Oh.
I always wondered.
You know, a house.
Reality.
I had the same question for him, right?
Okay.
But the question was offline, you know, because I I was like, okay, you know, how much is this?
Sometimes the shows just don't seem like it's reality, even though say it's reality TV, because they can cut and clip things out, clip things. You know, so I always wanted to ask somebody: is reality?
So okay, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this, big dog. This how I always saw it. Okay. People used to ask me before reality TV, before they even came close to doing a movie on them, all that. They used to be asked. They say, "Hey, bro, how's it being married to a Braxton? How's this? How's that?" I would say, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It'll take a TV show. You know, reality TV wasn't even around. A movie, I would say TV show, movie, something like that. I can't explain it, man. I was in it, and I couldn't explain it. So, the reality, I would say 85% of it was truly reality, because they moved in a special place, man, as a unit, as a family, as a whole. And before me, they were already groomed to move in that space. And I had to respect that. So that 85% that was showed to the masses, I mean, it was definitely them, man. It was definitely them. Now I could see how some of them would go. Say that again?
I was saying, because if P. Diddy would have told me to go walk 7 blocks to go get cheesecake,
Hey, man.
Hey, house. Put that drink down, man.
Hey, but house. Hey, house, man. Real talk, man. You know, real recognize real, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you like this, man. Real talk, man. You know, there's some that succumb to that type shit, right? And Diddy knew that shit. You know what I mean? He knew it. He knew who to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? He gonna test your manhood, nigga. Oh, really, nigga? You gonna buy that shit? Then let me go ahead and get some, you know, I'm going to my MC right now. So, man, fuck all the dumb shit, man. Some dudes they was just shortchanged to that shit, man. They wanted to be, you know what I mean? But, man, real recognize real, bro. That's all I got to say.
All day long. Hey, my man Edward Quan Davis says, Mr. Kevin, so you can remember how we met. When I just came to the DMV from Philly, bro. I'm from Philly, bro. West Philly, 53rd and Pine Street in the house.
Family,
all right. I was just getting my car tinted by your motorcycle spot, and you gave my dog some water.
Oh, first of all, my guy, you've been on my radar, man, and I hope everything is good, man. So this goes back, man. This is a good one, man.
Wow.
This brother was going through, y'all. I want y'all to hear this, man. And I thank God I was at my clubhouse that day, man. They were homeless, man.
What?
Him and his family, man. And he had this pit bull that's running around, and I'm at my clubhouse by myself.
Right.
Oh, man, this about to bring me to tears, man. Let me gather myself, man. This brother, man, he's a military dude, man, and I pray that he got his benefits, man. Give me a minute, man. Man, this dude, I thank God, man, that he gave me what he gave me in reference to people. Just say it like that, man.
Right.
But this brother walked up to me right now, man. He would have to remind me, because there's been so many people, man. First of all, I thank you for coming on, man. But he was going through, man. He said they sleeping in their car. He said he had a family, man. And he said he was going through. The dog complimented the family, man. And I just pray they doing well. And I was just thankful that God used me that day to be what he needed me to be. And all I can say to him, man, is, you know, man, you serve this country. I don't know if some of y'all know, I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and I retired from there during the time that Traci got sick, man. And I was actually at my clubhouse going through some stuff, you know, about my wife and all that, man. But, bruh, this was a good brother, man. I felt it, man, and he was just trying to take care of his family, man. And all I could do was just try to give him some juice, man, and just to get through his process, man.
Right,
and,
right.
Hey, man, thank you, bro, for coming on like you did, man. That's real, man, because he was going through.
He says, we thank you. So, Brother Edward Quan Davis, man, I hope you're doing well. Certainly,
appreciate that,
you know,
man.
things happen, you know,
Wow.
you know, on God's time. And
Wow.
so it's always a pleasure, you know, to see folk that, you know, follow and come on and, man, so yeah, evidently it must have been something that, you know, touched his heart. So we hope you're doing well. Prayers out to you, my brother. Your family.
I got more gray hair too, bro.
Yeah.
I got more gray hair. I think I was a little darker back then.
Speaking of that, man,
What's up, man?
cut your hair, man.
So my locks, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, speaking of that, yeah, Chris, that's a good segue, man. So a lot of people didn't know, man, when Traci was going through her process, she actually had started growing her locks, man. And you know, she had a lot of wigs, man. So she even had names for them motherfuckers, man. She named them motherfucking wigs, man. But anyway, man, she
Wait, did she have a Southie snatchback?
Man, she hey, you name hey Chris, you probably would have been better with me. I couldn't keep up with her, man. We about 30 of them motherfuckers, man. So, because people would give her wigs, man. They would give her stuff, man. And so she was locking, man. And of course I had mine, man. And when she passed on our anniversary that year, 2022, man, I cut my hair. And
wow, okay.
So we was living at the National Harbor at the time, and so I had decided. I talked to my barber. I said, "Look, man, I'm gonna come in on this day, man. Cut my hair, man, and you know, I'm gonna move forward." And when Trey, when they had the viewing for her, man, it's a beautiful picture of her, man. This picture is just absolutely beautiful, man. As she rested that day for the viewing, man, and I wanted everybody to see her in that state and to remember her in that state. I would have never showed her or showed her the way that she was shown on that show, but that's another story,
Let me
man.
say this, man.
What's up, bro?
I got to one of the shows to where, and like I said, I was binge watching it, and got to the point to where they had showed her, you know, in the bed.
Yeah, man.
Because I never seen her sick.
Yeah.
And then I cut it off.
Yeah, man.
For me personally, that was nobody's business.
Yeah,
for
man.
me personally.
I mean, let me say this, man.
Man.
Traci wouldn't. We had a housekeeper, right? And so the way that house was showing, you know, we had a lot of people in and out of our house during that time. You know, medically, family, all that, man. And the house would have been clean, man. The way she was shown, man. I mean, the housekeeper would have, you know, if I would have known that she was being filmed or taped like that, man, it would have been, you know, definitely a better situation, man. But, you know, the locks, man, I cut my locks off on the 31st, our anniversary, man. It would have been our 27th anniversary. And I cut them off, and I took them down by the water, and I burned them. And I moved on, man, and this is what she would have wanted. I still had some of them.
Yeah.
I kept mine. I kept hers, and I keep them together, along with her ashes. And all I can say is, man, you know, it was a beautiful journey. God blessed me.
Yeah.
He blessed me.
Well, you know what, man? It sounds like God blessed Brother Edward, because he just posted and put on, and I got it on the screen. He said, we just got approved for a VA HUD VASH for a 5-bedroom house, a $6,137 monthly voucher.
What?
Hey, man, that's a praise report right there.
Brother.
Hey, you know,
I'm happy for you, man.
Old folks say, won't he do it?
Won't he do it, man? And look, I'm happy that this brother was able to get his benefits, get his family straight, man, and Man, tell the dog I said what's up, and the family too, man.
All right.
That's
and
what's up,
Ivy,
man.
my good sister there, said, yeah, I'm not happy about the way my friend was filmed. And certainly, you know, you got a lot of support out there, brother. I always got love for y'all. The Purple Girl support. All right. She said, I can't watch that new season. I don't blame you, my sister, because you know what? I can't neither. And Brother Edward, he says, thank you. And amen. We thank you too for sticking with us and watching. And amen. We happy for you. Continue prayers to you and your family. And let God continue to be a blessing to you, that you might be able to be in a position to help somebody else.
Yes,
my man. My man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, we're gonna not gonna keep you too long. Not gonna keep my co-host too long. Look, let me just say this, man. I hope, you know, whatever you do, that you keep your aspirations and hopes alive. Shout out to your son, Kevin Jr. And pray for
my
him.
son, y'all.
Yeah, pray for him. And you know, because there's still pain, there's still wounds.
Yes.
Wounds aren't always visibly; they're always eternal. Some are internally. And so, man, look, and I want to inspire you and to keep that aspiration of going into ministry. And I know, you know, we're working on, and I'm gonna get this done through my school. Your aspirations for your honorary doctorate degree, we're gonna make that happen.
Thank you,
And so, you know, and anything that I can do personally to help you in your walk, man. I told you my doors to the church are always open. To help you with your format, and you know, willing to work with you in any way possible to get that gospel out.
I appreciate you, brother.
You know,
and I'm
because if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you that the God I serve is real. The God I preach is real.
Absolutely.
And you know, hey, one thing about me, I'm transparent about everything. You know. My church know that, my folk know that, my wife know that, everybody that know me know that.
Amen,
because, hold on, here it is right here in 1 second. Mr. Kevin is, yeah, exactly. We definitely do that. Mr. Kevin deserves all the good too. And, you know, so we're looking to God to help you not just inspire, but to transpire into, you know, his vessel. So, and one thing about it, you know, he's going to keep that hedge of protection, you know, around your son and around your entire family. So, man, we just continue, you know, blessings upon you, your life and your format, you know,
Thank you.
and the brand that you're building, you know. So never a malice bone in this brother's heart right here. You know, all we do is seek truth and put truth to power. And we let God do the rest. So look, let me just do this, man. I'm gonna go around house before we close out, man. You got any closing remarks for us?
I just appreciate your story. You know,